I think that our short horror film is very typical of a short horror film, and we have kept to the traditions that the audience knows and loves. Firstly, the location is typical as we have used the convention of a haunted house, which is common in horror films. To emphasise the haunted house convention, the main character is on her own, making her even more vulnerable and susceptible to harm. The audience is aware she's home alone and therefore knows something's going to happen, and therefore they fear for her. This was similar when watching Inside by the Glass Eye Projects, as her loneliness made the audience fear more for her. We used lots of good camera shots, and in our feedback we were told the fisheye lens and lighting down the banister was well composed. This is traditional in horror films to use camera techniques to draw into the action, such as in Paranormal Activity. Another shot that was praised was when I walked towards the patio door. The shot looks as if something is going to come up behind me, and the lighting brings out the fear in my face. Don't Move used their camera feds in a similar way. Another technique we used well was the camera represented the figure, and this was used in Bogeyman. We featured on windows and doors a lot, a convention many horror films follow, and as effective as it represented that I was being watched. We use sound to represent when something bad happens, such as the loud dramatic music when we see the figure at the top of the stairs. The silence before we see the figure was also effective according to our feedback, as it was very uncomfortable. Our audience said the music built up the tension effectively. I don't think Closer challenges conventions, as we wanted to make it true to the horror genre. However, I think what makes us different is that you're not sure whether it's human or a paranormal figure, so therefore the audience is left wondering. You also don't find out what happens in the end, and not all horror films do show what happens, but some do. I think ours is just very common of horror genre, and I think it sticks to it, which is what we wanted to accomplish.